What's up, everybody? This is Info Media Reaction. I want to get into this right now. This is a doozy. Now, we already know about the rivalry, the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. We also know that Kendrick Lamar has made the anthem of the summer, the anthem of the world right now, which is They're Not Like Us. And I think it's really getting under the skin of Drake and particularly his fan base in Canada. So Rick Ross, you probably heard about this. Rick Ross was literally ambushed. He was attacked during a concert. It was a music festival in Canada, I believe at Vancouver. And some of the fans, particularly Drake's fans, they didn't take kind to Rick Ross playing the song, the anthem, They're Not Like Us. So this is a big issue. Now, there's been conspiracies that have been put out there that Drake put his fans up to this. What's going on? Now, check this out. Rick Ross attacked Drake's fans after playing Kendrick Lamar's diss track at Canadian show. Now, I'm going to show the video. We're going to do a reaction to the video, but there's obviously this situation is going a lot deeper now. The fans in Canada going crazy and they attack. Now, this is another thing too. I heard a lot of N-words being used by these fans, and I got to be honest, a lot of the fans, from what I could see, looked like they were white. Okay, as they ambushed Rick Ross. This was the headlines. They ambushed him. They caught him off guard. And I believe in the video, it looked like Rick Ross took a punch to the head, or someone threw water at him. The whole thing was crazy. But one of the things I want you to all recognize when I play the clip is that there was a lot of N-words being used by what looked to be a mostly white audience. Okay. And we know, let me put this up here right now. We know that white people are the biggest listeners and the biggest buyers of hip hop. White men, especially young suburban white men, consume around 80% of hip hop music. This is because recognized industry facts this goes all the way back to 1991. And since then, the music industry has crafted mainstream hip hop culture to appeal to that demographic, which is the white demographic, which is the biggest buyers of the music. Okay. But check this out, everybody. Just because you got some of these white guys, white boys in Canada, wherever we want to call it around this world, just because they like listening to rap music doesn't negate the racism, the prejudice, and all the other shit that goes along with it, right? They can listen to the music, they can bump their heads to it, but it does not negate whatever racist thoughts they have, because in this video, they were throwing the N-word around quite a bit. They surrounded Rick Ross and his entourage, his crew. And the question is, and people want to know, that Drake put them up to this? That's the rumor that's out there again, that he have anything to do with this, because I'm going to tell you, Drake wasted no time at sort of liking the post. Now check this out. It was unclear if Rick Ross and any other men sustained serious injuries, everybody. That was unclear. I want to put this through right here. Okay, that's Rick Ross. During the fight, or any arrests were made. But check this out right here. The first video quickly went viral on social media, even catching the attention of Drake. Who liked the brutal clip. So Drake went on I think it was either Instagram. This is the Instagram here. And he pretty much gave it a big up. So he basically liked the fact that Rick Ross got attacked. I mean, if not, why would he like the clip? Why would he go on social media and give it a like? saying, "You already know this," the original post wrote. While reps for Ross did not immediately respond to page 6 requests for comment, the rapper played off the Instagram on Monday. Now Rick Ross put out a Instagram post, and I want to give you the Instagram post right here, where he basically said this, everybody. Check this out. Vancouver, it was fun. Till next time. Ross said that the trip up north was fun, but did not address the fight that took place, everybody. And I'm going to tell you right now, it speaks to the reality that just because people can listen to rap music, bump their head to it, of other races, it does not mean that anti-black sentiments still does not exist. That it does exist. It does exist, versus it no longer being a problem, even though they can listen to the music and they can purchase the music, doesn't change the fact that there's racism underneath all of that, because they were heavily peppering the N-word when this incident took place. Okay, all of this over a song that has gone viral all over the world. Kendrick Lamar is a trigger point for some people, particularly in Canada. And it lets you know Canada, hey, it's Canada dry, y'all. They're not American. We know we're American down here, but hell, they know about that N-word up north from us, okay? So I find it interesting that Drake would like a post when one of his peers got attacked in his own town. I think this is crazy. The whole thing is crazy. Let me also put up this statement right here before I go into the video that you're going to find very interesting. Drake fans attack Rick Ross for playing hit Drake, the diss track by Kendrick Lamar. But check this out. The everyday hustler we know as Rick Ross stepped off the stage around 10:30 p.m. and was immediately confronted by a group of angry fans over his decision to close the show with "Not Like Us." According to the outlet, about 15 men formed a human wall around Ross and his crew to prohibit them from getting away. This is where it got real nasty, y'all. Got real nasty. It's crazy. As seen in the video post to Instagram, the two groups began arguing as Lamar diss track is playing in the background. The verbal confrontation escalated quickly, with one man getting into it Ross face before punching him in the head. An all-out brawl began immediately after the men from both groups kicking and punching one another until one of them ended up on the ground, y'all. Whole thing is crazy.
Tell the truth.
It is crazy. It did happen. But let's get to the video right now, because it's crazy. I'm going to give you different angles of this, but this is one of the displays of what happened out there. But keep this in mind. Rick Ross and Drake used to be cool with each other. Something went bad in their relationship, because if they were still cool with each other, Drake would never like a post where the man's being attacked. So I find that crazy that he would actually like a post related to Rick Ross being attacked. Let's react to this right now. Let's check this out, and shall we? And make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video, everybody. I really appreciate that. Now let's get to it right now. So you can see right here, there's a couple. Most of the people that was out there were white. And you can see the white dudes are out there. You've got Rick Ross. He's got a security there. and they were agitating the situation. All this over a song. Of course, they felt dished because, hey, we're in Canada. We tough here. Okay. They're trying to be tough. They told Rick Ross, you coming to our town and you're going to play this song, all this over a song because your boy Drake, he took an L. Okay. And he's going to hold this L, and y'all didn't want to hold that L when Rick Ross played the music. Now, you can make an argument. You can make that argument. You can say to yourself, why did Rick Ross play that song? Wouldn't he think those in his crew think that by playing that song that it may agitate loyal Drake fans? That's a good, that would be a good thought. It makes sense, but hey, it is what it is. Let's get back to this. Oh, they're struggling. They're struggling. And just so y'all know, Canada, you're not like us. You're not like us. You're not like us. You're not like us, Canada. Not at all. And you showed your true colors up there. Check this out. Let's get back to it. See? Do you notice they're saying the N-word? This is coming from Drake's fans. This is coming from the white folks in Canada. And before I end this video, I'm going to give you some stats on their racial issues in Canada. It ain't all what you think it is. It's Canada dry. But I want you to hear this again. I want you to specifically tune your ends in on them using the N-word quite a bit. They like the N-word up there. Check it out. There it is. You can see them saying the N-word quite a bit in that video, peppering the N-word, and that's what you got going on in Canada. That's your fans, Drake. All this over a song. You took an L. They don't want to take an L. So therefore, they wanted to show some nastiness, show their true colors, right? So just because these folks can go to a rap concert, listen to rap music, even go and dance to rap music, doesn't mean that it cleans them, that it changes them of their racism. See, this is a learned behavior that is passed down from generation to generation. So don't be fooled by people of other groups that can listen to our music, wear hip hop clothing, emulate us in some kind of way, or at least attempt to, and think that, oh, everything is all right. We're all one people. No, there's so much anti-black hate in this country, in America, and outside of this country. It's global. You best to believe that, right? All this over a song, which triggered them to get into a fight. Now, I'm going to say this. Rick Ross, in my opinion, had every right to defend himself against this attack of people coming at him. He had every right. This whole situation is crazy what they did. Okay. And as I said before, Drake and Rick Ross do not have a great relationship as of right now. Something went bad in the relationship. And when we hear that Drake literally had a chance to look at the video where Rick Ross is attacked, and he actually big upped it. Basically, he liked the post. This is where you have we have a serious problem. I'm going to read right here. And this came from Page 6, one of the music or hip hop magazines. This came from Page 6. Drake, who liked the brutal clip, he put a like to it. On this particular page, I think this is called the Sham Page Peppy or something of that nature. I'm not that deep. And check this out. This is other clips that came out of social media right here, everybody. Keep 6 solid. Says plus size rapper Rick Ross. Plus size? Plus size rapper Rick Ross gets pressured by white. He gets pressured by white boys in Vancouver, and Drake likes the video. Rick Ross inserted himself into the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake beef. Don't come to Canada if you have issues with Drake. Are you hearing that? Are you hearing what they're saying? That they're claiming that if you got issues with Drake, don't come up to Canada because Canada is this tough place, you know, straight out of Canada. We best to be concerned. But I've got some more of this video because Rick Ross, one of his security members who was involved in trying to defend against this onslaught of white boys in Canada who surrounded Rick Ross, trying to harm him. Matter of fact, he took a hit in the head. There was some water that splashed up in the air. His security guy that you saw in that first footage, seems like he got hurt, unfortunately. They really took a bam and a wham pow on him, unfortunately. And let's see that right here. Check this out. Once again, they sure like using that N-word up there in Canada. Very interesting. This guy right here, I know the picture is blurry, but this is his security guy who got hurt. Let me give you maybe a different look and put this up right here. That's the security guy right there. And you could tell he's stumbling because they really jumped him. This is the fans of Drake in Canada. And then you can see someone grabbing him over. And they're saying, "What's up, dog?" And let's go. What's up, dog? And then let's take another look from the first video that I played in display here. And here we go. So there you go. There go Rick Ross. Now the guy right there to the far right, I know the picture is blurry. It's the best, the quality of it I have no control over. He's the one who was getting up, walking wobbly, one of his security men, who they, a couple of these white boys jumped on him, kicked him, punched. I mean, it was crazy, everybody. It was crazy. Boom, right there is where the water splashes because someone actually put their hands on Rick Ross. And we'll stop it right there. So this whole situation was crazy, is all get out. Let me go ahead and show you a video where you can clearly see, and I'm going to show it at different angles, everybody. You can clearly see that Rick Ross was trying to get the hell out of there. Here is a clip right here. Take a look at this right here. Boom. That's Rick Ross as they're trying to get him. I mean, get him the hell out of Dodge right now. Let's look at this again. That's Rick Ross. And it was crazy. Let's get another angle from this direction right here. Check this out. That's Rick Ross that you see. Look like the security opens up the gates. I think this whole concert was gated, and somehow they opened up the gates so that Rick Ross could get the hell out of there because it got really crazy. I mean, it really got crazy, folks. And let's go back to this again. Here we go again. Boom. They bust the hell out of there. That's Rick Ross right there. And there it is, everybody. It's crazy. There's Rick Ross right there again. Rick Ross is like, I'm getting the hell out of this situation. I mean, the whole thing was crazy. The whole situation is crazy, but what's even crazier is that Drake had the audacity, who I thought was his good friend at one point in time. I mean, they were boys at one point in time, and there he is with P. Diddy right there. I mean, somebody's got to tell the truth.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
And there's P. Diddy. I don't know if they're at a P. Diddy party. Maybe they are. I'm not sure. But you know what we always say. You got to say no to a P. Diddy party.
Tell the truth.
And I'm going to tell it. So there he is with Rick Ross. They're kicking it. They're chilling. And so everything has gone downhill because you got to say that Drake is despicable for watching a video on social media of Rick Ross being under attack by his fan base. And then he likes it. Now, you know, he liked it because his ass has been sort of quiet lately because Kendrick Lamar, let's be honest, Kendrick took it to his ass. Let's put Kendrick Lamar back up here. Kendrick took it to his behind. Okay. He went out there in LA at the Inglewood Forum, not just on Juneteenth. And he put it all on display that who's the king of hip hop right now, who's doing it. And Kendrick Lamar definitely put Drake in his place. But then the question is, we know why, or we can make the inference why Rick Ross felt comfortable playing that song, because Rick Ross doesn't like or has had a falling out with Drake. So he probably just doesn't give a damn. You know what I mean? Tell the truth.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna
Tell the truth.
He probably just doesn't give a damn, you know, about what Drake thinks, what he believes, that he's going to just, you know, we're going to make you look bad too. So the whole situation was crazy. Even 50 Cent has gotten into the act as well, with saying a few words about what took place. And let's hear what 50 Cent had to say right here. Shall we? 50 Cent, man. This one's gonna be crazy. Let's hear what 50 Cent had to say. I'm putting it up right now for you all. Check this out.
I just saw a very unfortunate situation that took place in Canada, and I wanted to say to everyone, you know, that I hope that brother made it home safely. I hope that
Now, when he talks about he hopes that the brother made it home safely, there was someone in Rick Ross's, I guess, security or his crew or his entourage. I didn't want to show that part of the video because it's very, very violent. And of course, YouTube would definitely punch down on my channel for that. But one of the guys in his crew put his hands up and really went forward towards fighting one of these white dudes, and it got real nasty. And so here we have 50 Cent saying, I hope that guy is doing fine. But 50 Cent gives some sort of criticism here as well. And let's hear this.
very unfortunate situation that took place in Canada. And I wanted to say to everyone, you know, that I hope that brother made it home safely. I hope that he now has a different perspective and a better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world, you know? That part where the young guy went like, he did this little move and shit and got knocked the fuck out, like right there. That does not reflect him. That reflects his camp. And he might need to go get the Dream Chasers.
So basically, he's basically saying that the guy that was putting up the fisticuffs on Rick Ross's side, that it's not a reflection on him, but he's now trying to blame it on the crew, Rick Ross's crew. Now, I don't know what's going on with these guys in the rap game. I don't know if we know that Rick Ross definitely has had a fallout with Drake, just as Kendrick Lamar. And it looks like there may be something also going on, or with 50 Cent. Now, 50 Cent has already anointed himself and said that he's one of the biggest. This is 50 Cent who have said that he's one of the biggest. He likes to troll. So we'll have to see how this all comes out in the wash. It's all crazy, everybody. But we hope that no one got seriously hurt in this ambush, this attack. We hope that everybody is well, that they're not, any serious critical condition, because the whole situation is pretty sad as far as I'm concerned, for something like this to happen in the way it did. Now, after this whole thing took place, as I said, my man Rick Ross got on the plane, said it was great being up north, and while he was on the plane, he was also drinking some orange juice and basically just chilling, like nothing happened. As far as I know, he hasn't gone on his social media and talked about it verbally live. Maybe he will. But he basically just left it, hey, I had a great time. He basically left it as that. I had a great time up north. See you again sometimes down the line. Okay. We're talking about Canada. I guess they want to be tough guys up there. So the whole thing was crazy. But before I leave, let me leave you with some stats here, because they've got some racial issues. Remember I said that you could hear those white dudes that were in the crowd that tried to attack Rick Ross and his crew and tried to surround him. Remember I told you they got some racial issues in Canada. Oh, Canada's not free of their racial issues. Let me put this up here, right here. So as you can see, not another black life. So just like we've got black men who've had their lives taken away by police here in the States, you got the same things going on in Canada, where young black males are having their lives taken away, which is why you see this banner right here, not another black life. Let me put up another statistic for you that you're going to find very interesting. And that's the stat right here. Racism in Canada. 60% of Canadians feel racism is a serious problem in their country or in this country, up from 13 points since last year. Now, this poll was taken technically, I believe, in 2023. So it's relevant. It's within our time frame. Now, 28% of Canadians say they have been victims of racism, up to 5 points since last year. You're asking yourself, why are you playing this? Why is it relevant? I'm going to tell you why it's relevant, because like I said, those white dudes up there in Canada at that music festival, they went into a tirade of using the N-word and using it persistently as they were attacking some of the crew, or some of Rick Ross's crew. So you have to understand that Canada, just like their little cousin down here, their cousin America, they got the same racial dynamic issues in their country as well. Okay, let's put this back up here again. 63% say they support the Black Lives Matter movement. And then let me go into this stats right here. This is Canada. This is how racial tension happens in Canada. In what setting have you experienced racial discrimination? Well, on the streets, 38%. In the workplace, 38%. At school and universities, 29%. Wow. In stores and restaurants, 28%. On public transit, 19%. At airports and borders, 16%. When using public services in Canada, at 16%. In dealing with police in courts, 12%. And other at 6%. I find this very interesting. I just wanted to add that to this video because it plays a role into why you probably heard those white dudes out there as they were trying to attack, or were attacking, Rick Ross and his men, his crew, should I say. And they had no problem using the N-word and repeating it with a passion. Okay.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
And I'm going to tell it. So just keep that in mind. That's another part. I don't know if anybody's going to touch on that, but I will. That's another component to this. And so everybody, if you go to Canada, you definitely can't play. You definitely can't play Kendrick Lamar because they not feeling it. And they definitely don't want to hear the song, They Not Like Us. They not like us. They not like us.
Tell the truth.
Woo-woo. And I'm going to have to tell it. Well, everybody, I want to thank you for coming through. Make sure that you like this video, and also thank you for watching this video. Make a comment, subscribe to the channel, share it in your community tab. If you're a content creator, share it in all your social media. I really appreciate everybody out there. Let's get on out of here. And hey man, this situation is crazy like a fox. And we're gonna get on out of here. So everybody, peace, take care. It's crazy.